Hi, I'm Norleen. In this video, I'm going to read Chapter 8 of my old fanfiction Xanna. Content warning, a baby dies. If that upsets you, leave now. For everyone that stays, let's get started. Chapter 8, Baby Monkey Eating Raptors. Right on the nose. It took a day to get to Stranglethorn Vale. Xanna stared at the island as the Zeppelin approached it. It was very amazing that she was staring at something other than the book she got from the library. Wow, Stranglethorn Vale looks so jungly, Cosmo said. I believe that jungly is not a real word, Gishpek said. So, that's not gonna stop me from using it. Cosmo stuck his tongue out at Gishpek. He laughed at the confused look on Gishpek's face. Izzy had her arms folded over her chest. She rolled her eyes and sighed. Idiots. Everywhere I go, there's idiots. Next scene. When the Zeppelin stopped at the tower, Xanna and the others got off. Xanna was reading the book as she walked. Wow, this place is so cool, Moxa said as he wandered around the camp. The others did the same. Dethium looked at the skulls, Cosmo and Moxa looked at the beach, Mitten stayed in the camp so she wouldn't be near the water. Oxo was looking at everything in the camp, and Makoki and Gishpek walked over to the cook of the camp because they smelled something they liked. Because apparently they're Scooby and Shaggy. Xanna was standing next to the campfire in the middle of the base. She looked up from the book and began to look around, but only for a moment. When she was done, she continued to read again. Looks like we follow... She looked up again to look at the exit by the mailbox. She then looked back at the book. That road and go left, Xanna said as she began to walk toward the road, still reading the book, of course. Because we're looking. Have we looked everywhere? Looking. Did we look yet? She stopped when she realized that no one was following her. She turned around to see everyone wandering around the camp. Guys, we gotta go this way for our road trip. None of them heard her. They just continued to look around the camp, even when Cosmo accidentally set his pants on fire. Xanna sighed and sat down by the mailbox, waiting for a group to stop looking around the camp and get with the program. But the program is looking! You can always ditch them, you know that, right? Yes, but I'm not a heartless bitch. True, you're an idiot. Xanna rolled her eyes, ignored Izzy, and read her book while she waited for the others to stop looking around the camp. But we're looking! Next scene. After about 3 hours, everyone finally stopped looking at the camp. They all walked over to Xanna. She stood up and looked at some of the things they got from the camp. Dethium had a necklace made of tiny skulls wrapped around her neck. Makoki and Gishpek were stuffing their faces. Oh, good, Raggy. Moxa had little pinches on his legs, probably from crabs, and Cosmo and Mittens had little crowns made of shells on their heads. Oxel didn't get anything. Xanna figured that he was the only one who actually just looked around. Because looking. We're ready to go, Oxel said. Izzy woke up from her nap she was taking. What? She looked at the group. Jeez, it's about freaking time. What's it been? 3 days? Hours. Same thing. Izzy waved her hand passively. She was still very tired. And just to be nice, Xanna popped a nice comfortable bed in her mind for Izzy to sleep in. Izzy didn't argue or anything. She just hopped in the bed and fell back asleep. Guess I kept her up all last night with reading the book and the 36 cups of coffee, Xanna quietly thought. We follow this road and make a left eventually, Xanna said, looking at the book and pointing to the road behind her with her thumb. And so they did, after Makoki and Gishpek were done eating. Xanna wanted to make sure that they didn't draw any attention to themselves because of the food. Yeah, anyone that's played the game, at least back when I was playing it, but it's probably still this way, they know that the food's not gonna draw in enemies. If anything's drawing in enemies, it's Moxa, because he's a level 5. He will immediately draw in every single enemy in the area because he is a low level. That is how the game functioned, and probably still how it functions.